Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hoping all is well with everybody. Hoping that your family is doing well, that you are doing well, and that your friends are doing well. It's your boy Charles, but y'all know when I'm on the mic, it's just a young man telling his story. Good to see both of you tonight. Good to see you. It is night 2 of getting it right and getting it together. Tonight we are going to focus on the hard. Tonight we are going to talk about the hard. Last night we talked about what's on your mind. And what we found out last night was the 4 letters and the 4 words that is so meaningful in the word mind, which I just said, one of the words that we used last night. Meaningful minded people, we have intentional minded people, we have negative minded people, and then we have determined minded people. We have all 4 of those mindsets. So tonight we're going to talk about the hard. Now we got our mind right. We're going to get our mind right. But now we got to get our heart right. We got to get our hearts right. And the question is, what's flowing through you? What is flowing through you? What is flowing through you? So you're something to think about it. You're something to think about is this. I'm going to give you it at the beginning tonight. I gave it to you at the end last night. I'm going to give it to you at the beginning tonight. You're something to think about is this. Whatever flows comes out. It's just that simple. Whatever flows comes out. That's just something to think about. What's flowing through you? What's flowing through you? Whatever flows comes out. So last night we broke it down into the letters of mind and looked at each letter. We're going to do the same thing tonight about heart. So we're going to look at H-E-A-R-T. And what we're going to do is, I got words that are so significant in just the word hard. We don't realize how important words are and how important the letters are in the word. I said that last night. You have to understand some letters are in a word because it has significance. So the first letter is H. The first letter is H. Let's look at H. H, I wrote down happy. Why happy? Why is happy so important in the letter heart? Because if you understand, when you're happy, your heartbeat is up. Yeah, your heartbeat is up. When you're happy, you enjoy life just a little bit better. When you're happy, you're thinking positive thoughts. The people around you are positive. The things that you are trying to do are positive. When you're having those happy moments, and I think my buddy Pharrell Williams even wrote a song entitled Happy. He wanted you to understand that every moment of every day should have a moment of happiness. But what we have to understand is that we're going to have some hard times. You're going to go through some hard times. But even in those hard times, somewhere in it, just smile. Just smile. Smile for a second, a minute. Just smile. So the first letter is H. And it was happiness. Happy. That word is so important. Because when we look at, let's go back and look at the mind for a second. Because I want you to understand this, why this word happy is important. Because most meaningful-minded people are happy. Most determined-minded people are happy. They understand to enjoy life, even when hell is breaking loose. Somewhere in their life, they can enjoy it. See, that's why the mindset is important. Because it all flows. It all flows. If you got a negative mind, you ain't going to be happy. I'm just going to keep it real. If you just got negative thoughts, just negativity around you, you're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy. So the second letter is E. E is an important letter in the word hard. E is an important letter because the word that I got for E is energy. Oh, I'm not talking about the energy in science either. I'm not talking about that energy. Believe me, I know we have that type of energy. I'm not talking about the energy in science. I'm talking about the energy that you give. What type of energy are you giving? You want to know why some folks call you fake and phony? Because look at the energy you giving. What type of energy are you giving? Your energy can determine sometimes who comes around you, who's in your circle. Your energy can determine how you do at your job, in the classroom, college students, high school students. Go into this year with some positive energy. Go into the classroom saying, I may not know all the answers, but I'm going to ask the questions so I can get the answer. It's important that you understand the energy that you're giving. If you're giving off negative energy, believe me, people are going to recognize when you're giving off negative energy. People are going to know when you're negative. What type of energy are you giving? What type of energy are you giving to folks? And let me tell you, it's going to be folks that can tell the type of energy that you give. It's some folks that's just going to be able to tell what type of energy you giving. And you can't get mad at them when they call you fake and phony. I have to go here because I'm a church boy, so let me just go here for a second. And I know some of the church people gonna get mad at me, but I have to keep it real for a second. The reason why some young people call y'all fake and phony in church is because the type of energy you giving outside of the church. While you shouting and praising the Lord, but you are sure outside acting a fool outside of the church. You better watch what you're doing around these young people. That's all I'm going to say to that. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to let the people in the pulpit handle that issue. But that's all I'm going to say to that. Understand the type of energy that you give. Folks can tell. That's why you got to go to your mindset. Because see, if you have a determined mind, the energy that you give, people will see that you got a determined mind. People will see wherever you go, they're determined. No matter what you're doing, you are determined. Look at your mindset. That's why I asked the question on the last part of what's your something to think about. What's your mindset? Because your mindset going to determine what your energy is, and it's going to determine what type of folks is around you. What's the type of energy are you giving? Look at your mindset. Go back and look at your mindset. The third letter in hard is A. See, I'm gonna lose all my viewers here. I already know it. Because this word most people don't like. Accountability. Ooh, that word. Go ahead and get off the live stream. I know I'm gonna lose some of y'all. Accountability. Why is accountability important in the word hard? Why is that letter so important? Holding yourself accountable to your values. Let me say it like the old folks would say it, or let me say it like my mama would say it. Stand up for something that you believe in and stand firm. If that's your value, stand on it. Don't let nobody come around you talking about why you believe in that, why you stand on that. Maybe, just maybe, that's what I believe. So since I believe it and that's my values, I'm going to stand on them. Even if you standing alone, because not everybody gonna be on your boat. Not everybody gonna rock with you. High school students and college students. Really, college students, I really need you to go into this semester. Understand, rock with your values and standards. But not everybody is going to rock with you. When everybody else going to the party and you decide to stay in at your dorm or at home, depending on where we're at in this semester. When you decide to stay at the crib and everybody don't text you and nobody talk to you, stand on your values. Because when you got the 4.0 and everybody looking at you talking about you a teacher pet, but you got the scholarships, please don't be mad. Stand on your values. Stand on your standards that you've been taught. You've been taught these things. You've been given these things so you can stay firm. Stand on your values. Hold yourself accountable. But see, here's the other piece about it. Get somebody else to hold you accountable. Get you some accountability partners. Don't think you just gonna make it through life just because I made it. Let me say for a sidebar, I cannot stand folks that just say, I made it just because I'm just that good. No, you made it because there were some people that held you accountable and that believed in you. And when you was going to give up on yourself, they did not give up on you and they pushed you forward. So before you say that I made it just because I made it, maybe, just maybe, look at the folks that's around you that done held you accountable. Gotta understand. You gotta have people to hold you accountable. You gotta have people to hold you accountable. You got to hold them accountable. My college students, yes, respect your parents. Love them. Do what they tell you to do. But it's time to hold them accountable. Parents, it's time to hold these students accountable. Just because you send them off to college do not mean they act a fool. College students, let me just say that just because you going to your HBCU or your PWI or your community college or you going to a nice prep school or whatever you doing or you think you're the highest in your class, let me tell you, you can lose it real quick. You better get you some accountability partners. Act a fool if you want to. You're going to be off the dings list real quick. So accountability is important. Know your values and standards. Know your values and standards. It's important. It's important. So we're going to get to the letter R. The letter R in the word hard. And this is why understanding what your mindset is important. Because if you understand, you're going to have some rough times. You're going to have some days that are just hell. You're going to have some days that you just want to give up and throw in the towel. You're going to have some days where everybody, it seems like it's beating you down. You just going to have those days. Go ahead and have the rough days. But please don't understand that it will not last always. All you got to understand is that the rough days will come. They will happen. It will happen. It will show up. Rough days will come knock on everybody's door. Just don't think just because somebody got a big house and some nice cars, they ain't got some rough days knocking on their door. Because I promise you, if you was to ask them, they going through some hell. College students, this is really for you tonight. I'm just going to keep it real. High school students, you can watch this if you want to, but this for my college students tonight. College students, I really need you to understand you're going to have some rough days. For those teachers that done lied to you and said, oh, it's going to be all good and groovy in college. You just going to have a good time. That's a lie. You're going to go through some rough days. You're going to have some days to where you feel like you alone. You're going to have some days that you really want to pack up your stuff and leave and dip. You're going to have them days. College students, understand this. You're going to have some rough days. You're going to have some rough days in the classroom. You're going to try to figure out why I'm not getting this, why I'm not understanding this subject. You're going to have those days. But my mama told me if you just hold on. See, my faithful folks will understand if you just hold on and hold out. The old folks will tell you, go into the prayer closet. Because if you understand that rough days do not last always, if you just hold on and hold out, I promise you, you can make it through. If you got some good accountability partners, I promise you, you can make it through. But you got to understand your mindset. Go back to your mind. If your mind is right, your heart will follow. If your mind is right and your heart is right, what's flowing through you, what's flowing, whatever flows comes out. So now we got to the T. This is the last letter. This is the last letter. I'm going to be through with y'all here in a few minutes, I promise. Here's the last letter, T. Excuse me. T. And T for the letter hard, for the word hard. T, the word is time. Time is of the essence. Time is important. Time has significance. Understanding that, I think I even said it last night, that meaningful-minded people understand that time has a purpose. Timing is important. For some of us, we didn't go to college right after high school. For some of us, we ain't gonna make the dean list. For some of us, we wasn't number one in the class. But timing has a purpose. Because maybe just because you're not on the dean's list, your timing had a purpose on the school that you're at. Because you might be the voice that might help change. You might be the person that might change your whole generation. That's why timing has a purpose. Yeah, you may not be number one in your class. You may not be the smartest person in the classroom. You may not be the richest person in the dorm. You may not have all the nicest shoes and clothes. But understand, timing is important. Timing has a purpose because every moment of every day has a meaning. If you understand that timing has a purpose, the reason why you're the one going to school now, the reason why you were selected, the reason why nobody else went to school and you're the first in your generation, because of timing. Maybe it's your time to change your whole generation. Go watch Passing the Baton. You'll understand that. Go watch Passing the Baton. Timing has importance. Timing has significance. Timing is something that we don't even control. Timing, we don't control time. Matter of fact, for my faithful folks, they will tell us we not even on the 24-hour clock. See, my grandma would tell me that. We not on no 24-hour clock. The timing is when when God ready. The reason why your door ain't open yet because you ain't ready for it. It's all in the timing. It's all in the timing. When you ready for it, the door will open. The time is important. Every moment of every day has a meaning. Even when the timing is bad. See, because we don't like having bad news. How you doing? We don't like having bad issues. We don't like having problems. But understand, the timing of a bad problem has significance. Because maybe, just maybe, what it's showing you is going back to accountability. I need to see, is your standards and values still the same, and make sure that they haven't changed. You got to stand firm. That's why having accountability is important. That's why having accountability is important. And we get so bent out of shape. I can't believe that happened to me. Maybe, just maybe, it happened to you because it needed you to see that you need to stand on your standards and values. While you mad losing a friend, maybe it was time for you to lose a friend. I ain't gonna get no likes on that. Maybe, just maybe, you might be mad at losing that job, but it was time for you to leave the job anyway. Why you mad at getting a grade in class? College students, let me just keep it real. Why you mad at the grade in class? You shouldn't have went to the party. It should have been in the classroom. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna just leave that alone. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. College students, I need y'all to watch this one tonight, because I need y'all to go into this semester understanding that your mind has to be right, but your heart got to be right. Whatever is on your mindset, it's going to flow to your heart. It's going to flow. Go ahead and fake your energy if you want to. Now, when they call you fake and call you phony, don't get mad at them. I'm just going to keep it real. Don't get mad when they call you fake and phony. So going back to your something to think about. Whatever flows comes out. Whatever flows is going to come out. Understand, your mindset is important. If you're meaningful minded, if you're intentional minded, if you're negative minded, if you're determined minded, it's as important to what's flowing through you. You gotta understand that. Your mindset has importance of what's flowing through you. Because when you're meaningful minded, understand that your energy will be different. Your happiness will be different. Your rough times will be different. Your accountability partners will be different. The timeliness of what happens in your life will be different when you're intentional minded. It's the same thing. The timing will be different. The rough times will be different. The accountability partners will be different. Your energy will be different. Your happiness will be different. And then for my negative folks, understand you're going to be happy, but you're going to be faking your happiness. So when people call you fake and phony, don't be mad at them. Just be real, because you mad, but they trying to figure out why you mad when you doing good. My negative minded people, you gonna have all this negative energy. Try to figure out why your life is hell. Look at the negative mindedness that you have. Your accountability partners ain't even real. They fake too. Because they hoping that you fail. Because why you so negative, while the real people on your side telling you can make it, you got all these negative minded people in your life telling you that you can't, and now your mind all jacked up and messed up into the floor. But then you got the determined minded people. You got to understand, determined minded people build a bridge so other people can make it over. Their time has importance. Every moment and meaning has importance. Determined minded people understand that every time they have an opportunity to build a bridge, they're going to build a bridge. They understand that even in the rough times, this is where I'm at in my life. I'm a determined minded person. So I'm going to close with that. Tonight, because you have to understand, determined minded people understand every moment of every day has significance, and when they wake up, their whole goal is to change somebody else's life. Even when the rough days comes, they know that somebody gonna try to burn their bridge down. There's somebody trying to burn your bridge down while you trying to help folks over. It's some people just trying to burn it down. And then you have to understand the accountability partners. The accountability partners that I have are significant. The advisors that help me through life. My sisters that help me through life. My nieces that help me through life. Get you some accountability partners. Even if they're younger than you. I got some accountability partners that's younger than me. You have to understand. My energy, your energy. You have to understand determined-minded people energy is different. People ask me all the time, why are you so happy? Why do you have so much joy? Because my energy is different. I understand that I used to have the rough mind, the negative mindedness, and I used to go through some rough paths, but the energy is different now. My mindset is different. So when I wake up in the morning, I understand my purpose in life. I understand the doors that are open for me. I understand now. The energy is different, and I'm more happy. Even in the hard times, I can smile. I can smile. Even in the hard times, I can do a two-step because I understand my mindset and I understand it all flows. Get your mind right. Get your heart right. If your mind is right and if your heart is right. Tomorrow night is the last night. So, tonight we learned about the heart. We learned that each word, each letter in the word has significance and has importance. It's something to think about. Whatever flows comes out. Whatever flows comes out. If you go back to what's on your mind, you'll understand what's flowing through you. You'll understand that. So tomorrow night, now that we got our mind right and our heart right, we got to get everything together now. We got to bring this all together. To understand getting it right and getting it together, we going to bring it up. We got to try to figure out why I got to get my mind right and my heart right so everything can get together. So join me tomorrow night for the last night of getting it right and getting it together. The topic is your rear end. I know y'all probably talking about rear end. What? I'm not talking about your backside. I ain't talking about getting your rear end on the car. I'm talking about life application. Talking about life application. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., same time, right here on Instagram Live. Thank y'all to the people that's joined. Thank y'all to the people that's loving it. Tell your high school friends, your college friends, your cousins, your nephews to watch this. So tomorrow night, join me for that. It all works. That is the motivational word topic. It all works. It all works. Join me tomorrow night for that. I'm closing out. Understand, your mindset has significance because it always flows to your heart. Understand that. Join me tomorrow night for the last night. Also, let me make another announcement while I'm thinking about it. Wednesday, I will be on Facebook Live with my friend, my brother from Livingstone College, Justin Wade. He has invited the young man telling his story to come do Bible study. So the motivational speaker and motivational word going to be in a Bible study setting. So y'all just pray for me, for real. I'm just going to keep it real. Y'all pray for me. But that will be on Facebook. So add me to Facebook if you want to see that. If you already have Justin, please just join that. It will be Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And hopefully I'll be able to get the video so I can share it on Instagram as well. That's it. Tomorrow night I will have some closing remarks and some announcements of some upcoming events that I have coming up. I'm working on another series that I have coming in September. Yes, I have a series coming in September because those months are those loving months is coming up. So I'm gonna do a series entitled "What's Love Got to Do with It?" What does love got to do with it? Yeah, we're gonna do a Tina Turner motivational workshop series. So be ready for that. It will be in September, probably the last week of September, going into October. So be on the lookout for that. It's your boy Charles. I'm signing off, but y'all know when I'm on this mic, I'm just a young man telling this story. Y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina.